What's the deal, y'all? It's Armoni checking in, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I know why she like it. She gon' let me turn around and strike it. Scratching at my back when I...
All right, y'all. So we got Armoni back on the porch with us today. Don't play with that man.
Yes, Sirski.
You see how he came dripping?
Just
you know the vibes.
Just a little light, you know. We chilling. You know what I mean, Ski? Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
Now, the last time you came on the porch was with your brother, and that had to be about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So much has changed from a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So let's dive a little bit into the changes that happened from you last year till now.
Right. Let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. So last year from this year, what would you say have been like really big changes for you?
Really big changes for me, of course, the music, you know, I was with my brother. So now I'm a solo artist. That was the big, huge change for me. I feel like, you know, just coming into my own as Armand or Armoni. You know, just being in the studios, like trusting myself more. Feel like that's a big difference because, you know, I would normally just have my brother with it. Like I say, more so not really life, it's just more music, and music is my life. So that was just a big change, just me doing everything alone.
Oh, how is it doing everything alone now?
Real straight question, huh?
The straight truth.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool doing everything alone. I feel like I'm more in control of it. I'm actually alone and I'm independent, so I really just run everything, and I like it. I feel like the brand that me and my brother built, the brand that I've built, you know, I just feel like it's a lot to, yeah, that's crazy, because you asked me a question that I never really asked myself, because I just do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I feel like now that I'm thinking about, yeah, it's like I really have to trust myself. You see what I'm saying? I could look at my brother or look to him and be like, yo, what you think about this? And I can have that second opinion. Now it's like, nah, I gotta make sure my shit is right.
Yeah, and so like with that is where I'm getting with the question that I asked you. You know, when you've been in the spotlight for so long and you've been affiliated, you came in affiliated with another person, and when it's that time to separate yourself, what does that journey look like?
I feel like my journey is a little bit different from, you know, other people that was in a duo or group to separate. I don't know if they were family members. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's my brother. So I feel like, yeah, we don't do music, but I was just talking to my brother before I walked inside of here. Yeah. Just with him in Houston, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd listen to all his songs before they drop. It's the same thing. It's just, you know, it's not really, it's just harder because the only part that get hard is when, like, you know, maybe I'm in LA and he's recording, you know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be us together, but it's nothing is hard at all. Like, let me not say hard. Nothing is hard. It's just a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And adjusting to that change, are you kind of like, damn, this is something new, or is it like something where you just like taking risks all in with it?
Yeah, I approached it the same way that I approached the group with me and my brother. You know, it's the same type of determination, same way. Like, I just feel like with the solo career, I feel like I can let a little bit more people know about me. You know what I'm saying? I could let the, you know, just my supporters know a little bit more about me.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother was we was a big thing. So, you know, I feel like they was investing into me and him. And we did a lot of things together, so.
What do you feel like you didn't get to showcase enough that now you're able to do so?
I never felt like I didn't get to showcase anything enough. I feel like I showcased a lot. I feel like I grew throughout the years. I feel like someone who's been watching me since, you know, when I started, they would see that I just grew throughout the years. I never felt like I don't feel like I wasn't able to showcase, anything. I felt like, you know, my supporters and the supporters that's been there, that just my sound, probably.
Yeah.
It would be a sound. I feel like every time I got on the track with my brother, you knew the difference because of the sound, but now I feel like my supporters are getting that sound. Like, it's like, okay, this is what Armand sound like.
So we have Armon and then we have Armoni.
Right.
Okay, so we need to distinguish the two. What is Armon and what is Armoni?
So, the same person, same thing. Nothing really changed. It's just, you know, Armand is how would I say Armand is? Armand is more so the humble. That's who I am, like maybe 85% of the time. Humble, you know, generous, whom may say. You know, different things of that nature. And then you got Armoni, where I get in my bag and, you know, I can't really give you the scoop for real, because I think I'm gonna name my project this. So I can't really be doing all the extra, but just know Armoni is no real difference, but she fucked me up with that question for real. Cause I can't tell you right now.
It's okay.
I don't know. It's like what's the difference between Armand with the music is, like I said, it's a little bit more like respectful, humble, but vulnerable. Armoni is gonna be, I'm gonna pop my shit. Like my last single, I felt like that was Armoni singing. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like Armoni is your artistry and Armon is like who you are in everyday life, like how you are, how you interact with people, and Armoni is like when you make your music, that's who you are?
I want to separate it like that, but if I had to do it like that, I would say Armand is more so hold it down. Armoni is assignment, my last single. You know, big step up, and I'm having extra.
Armoni is future.
Yeah.
Armoni is future.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. That's all you need to say. We know the vibes, repeat the vibes.
Yeah, man. Our buddy gonna get in this bag here, you know, kind of like the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, bounce out. They say this Armoni swag right here. You know what I'm saying? This Armoni swag, y'all. Fuck it, this Armoni swag.
Okay, they co-sign. It's really like that for real. Now, I've really been curious, outside of you being a social media influencer and of course your YouTube career, I think I've really been interested into your artistry, because I feel like we've never got to dive into that enough. So when it comes to you and your art, of course, in making music, is it like therapeutic for you, or like what is it like for you?
Okay, so that's a good question. So music is the first thing that I was doing, that my brother was doing. Music was the first thing that I was doing. So even before like the social media influencer and different things like that, I just was doing strictly music. And what's so crazy was, like, I kind of patented myself on doing strictly music. Me and my brother, like, we had, you know, Queen at the time, they were already doing YouTube and, you know, doing different things and, you know, doing different avenues. And I remember talking to my brother, and we really had an argument, and it was like, we're not doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we're going to do music. So just with that, it's like I've always loved music. That's my first love. And like, it is therapeutic to me. It is. I feel like that's when Armand come into play. I feel like when I go in there and I can be vulnerable on the track and I can speak the truth, I feel like that's another thing that I'm doing solo that I like, that I could really, like, you know, express myself however I want to, you know. And I feel like my crowd and my supporters that I'm feeding my music to, I really feel like they got a connection with it. So that's what I love about, you know, my journey with the music, that I'm really inspiring them. you know, they got a connection with it. I can see that. I can feel that because I just did my first show. And it was just crazy to me. Like you know, like music is something that's dear to me. So the feeling of my daughter was beautiful. But when I got up there myself, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, I've been grinding for this. Like, so I feel like it's very much therapeutic to me.
Was there ever a time where you feel like you kind of strayed a little bit far from doing the music? Or it got too deep into your YouTube career to where the focus on music wasn't as much?
Now that's one thing that I can say no. Me and my brother has never, the only reason why maybe it probably looked like that is because you have to drop a YouTube video every day or every other day. You can't drop a song every day. So it probably seemed like that, but actually, if we're going to be technically honest, there has never been a YouTube video that we've done to ever surpass like a music video. You see what I'm saying? So, and we really did that on purpose. It was like, just, yeah, it's some things like that I don't regret anything, but in the music industry, I feel like you gotta just stay down. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that I didn't stay down. I feel like God blessed me with different tools and different avenues to make money.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to say this, but if I would say this, I would say, I would say that I wish I didn't do YouTube as much. Yeah, and that's not a, you know, that's not a slap in the face to, you know, anything that I've built, because I feel like a lot of what I built is from YouTube. But
yeah,
you know, I just feel that, you know, the space I'm in now, like I'm, you know, it's strictly that. Like,
yeah.
I don't really got no, something I think about, but everything happened for a reason. I'm here and I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I would never, I still do YouTube. I still vlog. I'm vlogging this. I love YouTube. It's just when we speak in the music, and the question you asked, a very great question. So yeah, I do feel like nothing foreshadowed it, but.
That is actually very deep. I think it is, because, you know, like now in this generation, I feel like when you guys were doing YouTube, a lot of people were just spectators and just watching. But now it's like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, are you gonna be a TikTok influencer,
or
Instagram influencer, or a YouTube influencer? When you guys got in the game, it wasn't like that. So like now, I think hearing your perspective and you saying that, I feel as though like people don't really know how deep like the YouTube life can get.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so from your perspective, I would even ask you to kind of share a little bit of like how deep it can get when it comes to you, of course, pursuing music, but also you're so big on YouTube that it's like people are coming to see YouTube views. And when it comes to your music, it's like they seeing it, but they're kind of like putting you in the YouTuber, like you're, so yeah.
So, great question, great way to put it. I feel like with that, you know, you make undeniable music. It don't matter, you know, we didn't see people go from doing this to being the #1 artist. So it's like nothing could ever foreshadow. So that's why it's like I don't really want to say it like that. But with the whole YouTuber thing, like, you know, it don't really matter. Like, it don't really matter. It's just you got to make good music. You feel what I'm saying? And that's kind of contradictory to what I said earlier. But it's just, you got to understand, someone like me who's been doing this since I was a kid, like, you know, and I've made a lot of money on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? So that's really big for me to say that. I wish I didn't do as much because it brought in a lot of money. But when we talking about something like this, you know, you gotta, it's a certain sacrifice you have to make. So even now with myself, what I'm doing now is like, I'm really giving, you know, I always gave music 100%, but I've never felt like I can't even say that, but I see nothing else. You see what I'm saying? Like everything was always a avenue and a pathway back to the music.
Right.
But you're right. It's like we got so big at, like we got 4 million subscribers. Like we got so big at doing the YouTube videos that it kind of, but we also swindled that because we had put our songs in the beginning of the intros, you know, different things like that. So
I do want you to take us into your creative process when it comes to you making music and what that looks like for you. And even the inspirations that you have to like draw in.
Right.
What does that look like?
So a lot of times I probably do stuff like this in the studio, like I stop, because I got a million things running around my head, like melodies and all that. But my creative process is, when it's Armoni, it's like I be turned. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm not saying like turned, it's just like, I be in there like, okay, now what we doing? Let me hear a beat. When it's Armond, is like, okay, I need to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of pride myself on that, like my music being a conversation. So my creative process is kind of like, okay, if I say, can we keep it honest? Like, that's the topic is how I feel. I want to be vulnerable on a track. I want to say really what I feel in the moment. So if I come out and say something like, can we keep it honest? The conversation would be me to you. Like, can we keep it honest? I know that we had our problems, but I would never lie to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can sing it or we can talk it. That's kind of what I like to do. Kind of letting you know the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Go right to a song, hold a conversation, be fire. It's the remix.
So yours is like real life conversations that you have.
that I'm having with myself, or that I kind of put myself in your shoes and have the conversation on the track. Kind of put myself in like, kind of try to put myself in, or in that in between, you know, where people can't seem to, I kind of want to be there.
Right. Okay, so as we're speaking, I consider you a creative. As a creative, do you believe that you need isolation?
Yeah, at certain moments. At certain moments, and I think you get a little rude, because if I'm like, you know, because we could be in here like this, and if we working, it's like, if I'm in that, I'm like, hold on, wait, like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
don't talk to me.
Yeah, exactly, like, because it'll throw me off. So it's like, yeah, I definitely, sometimes, for sure, but like I said, a conversation, I need some type of like, you know, I don't know how to put it, but I need to have thoughts in my head. That's crazy to say, but I need to have like certain colors, certain thoughts. It'll bring out the melody.
No,
and let me stop talking before these people think I'm weird.
I know exactly what you mean, and the reason why I asked you if you were a creative is because I kind of think like that, and I feel like whenever it's too many people talking at once, you get overstimulated in all the...
And you can hear it too.
Yeah,
bro.
like...
I be hearing it. Like if I'm trying to get it, like if I'm getting it, like if he's talking, she's talking, like I can hear it. Like I'd be like, hold on, because when I like I'm hearing this, but I literally hear y'all conversations. So it's like, hold on, give me 1 minute, because this shit gonna fall off the air in a minute. Like,
no, that's what I mean. And it's like when you have a really, like you got a creative project or something that you're working on, and you just got too many people in your space, like too many people, it's too much talking. Like your creative ideas just in the slowest way possible, like they start to slowly like get to where it's like, damn, what was I thinking about?
You're just too much going on.
Yes, you get overstimulated easily.
And like I said, if that's true, you be hearing, That's what throw you off, because you can actually hear the conversation.
Yeah,
because
you
you're
hear
thinking
it.
so hard of the word or the melody, excuse me, that you're hearing what somebody else is even saying. Like,
Yeah, you hear it a little, but it's like you hear it into death. Like, you don't hear it as the regular person. You kind of hear it to where it's like starting to stick with your thoughts.
yeah,
Does
like
that make sense?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
Like, yeah, that.
It's like it's clogging your head, and you like, hold
Yes.
on, like, wait a minute, because I need to hear something else to figure out what this is, and that's throwing me off. So that's exactly what it's like, a little fly.
So basically, with that, we would lead into distractions. So what do you feel like is like a distraction to your creative processes?
Nothing really distracts me unless it's if I'm trying to get out the melody and you're doing a different melody, I'd be like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I'd be like, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, boom, okay, So nothing really bothers me though.
I know before we were talking about Detroit, and you said that you had went back recently, but then you also made a comment like, I'm really from Detroit, so that's why. So I kind of wanted you to dive into your perspective with that. Oh
no, Detroit is a beautiful place. I made that comment to you because you was like, yo, do you be there, often? I'm like, yeah, I go back. My whole family there, my brothers is there, my people there. Not my whole family, my mom and stuff is there, but my people's there. I got sisters, brothers there. It's just, like I said, I'm really from the city. So it's like, when I go in Detroit, I don't go to no outskirt or like I'm right in that. So it'd be like, when I go there, I just got to make sure that I go there the right way in. You know what I'm saying? Move around just the right way. That's the only thing I meant by that.
So Armand currently, can I say Armand?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Armand currently, what would you say is like the headspace that you're in, like what's going on?
Armand is currently, my headspace is, I'm focused, graceful, you know what I mean? I'm just really in that make it happen type of mindset. Not just with everything in my life that I got going on, just make it happen. I'm kind of waking up like, yo, whatever, in the most humble way possible, but like whatever I envision for myself, I gotta go get it. So that's where my headspace at. Just focus, man. I'm tunnel.
Now, I wanted to talk to you about love and relationships. So I do want to ask you this, though. Do you believe that you could, how do I say this? Okay, hold on. I got to figure out a way to put this. Do you believe that you could be healing while being in a relationship with somebody? Like, you're not completely healed, but you're working on healing, and you can have a successful relationship with somebody?
Is this a personal question or is this a general question?
In general.
Oh yeah, I feel like someone could do that, of course. Yeah.
And if you go to personal,
I feel like personally, if we speaking on someone like me, I'm not really gonna be in a relationship and I'm healing from something that have something to do with relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have life, life things we go through, but I'm saying I would never be, like I have never liked someone because my feelings was hurt. See what I'm trying to say? Like, is that what that is? Like, I have never jumped into something because my foot, like, nah.
Damn. Okay, I like that though. I like how you said that though, because I feel like people don't heal, they just jump from relationship to relationship. So basically, do you believe that you could be working on healing yourself and get into a relationship with somebody, or do you feel like you need to be already healed before you jump into another situation with somebody?
Okay, that's what you, okay. That's what I'm asking. So are we talking about a relationship healing, or are we talking about just?
I'm talking about like relationship healing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you asking, do I agree with somebody doing that or not?
Let's just ask your perspective, because then you can give an all around.
Okay. Cool. My perspective on someone not being healed and jumping into a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. That's the perfect way to put it.
Okay. So, I mean, my perspective on it, I really don't have a perspective, because it's all about feelings. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, like the person may feel that they're healed. You feel what I'm saying? And then see that they're not. You feel what I'm saying? The person may feel that they're not healed and then jump into it and be healed from different things and let someone love them properly. So I don't really know, because we're talking about feelings. There's no real like right or wrong thing, because it's feelings. Like I can say like, oh, well, you're wrong for jumping into the relationship and you wasn't healed, but you may felt like you were healed. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't really tell you that you're wrong for doing something like that. It's just it's about feelings. Now, what made you feel that way? Now that could be wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Now what made you feel that could be a wrong way of putting that you're healed, but you feeling that you're healed shouldn't be a wrong thing. I don't know. That's a good question. That's you fed, because you got me talking in motherfucking circles and shit, but no.
No, but it's not that. I just think I've always wanted to hear people's perspective when it came to something like that, because it's like a thing where, okay, I'm not healed, but I met somebody that could like help me get to that point.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, but then you also run into the triggers. And then you run into the triggers, it's like, oh shit, like how you said earlier, I'm not healed like I thought I was. So is it like something where you work through it, or is it something where you just gotta heal first and then?
Okay, so let me put it like this, right? So let's say you scraped your arm 2 months ago, right? And I come in here and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I tap your arm, right? I wouldn't really, and what I'm trying to get is like, it gotta be some type of grace there. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to say? Because I had no idea that.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Or it could have been, I hurt my arm 6 months ago. I pull up on you and I tap your arm thinking you're healed, and you're not. And I hurt you. Should you be mad at me when you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I thought this what it was. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, if you put it in a perspective like that, we speaking on healing, because, you know, that's what I mean. It got to be some type of grace. And then you got some people that, you know, I feel can heal together. You know what I'm saying? If you tell someone what's really going on and they get an understanding, and you tell them what's really going on and they get an understanding, I feel like y'all can play that doctrine. You feel what I'm saying? Towards each other. It look like you don't believe in that.
Believe in what?
She's like, nigga, there's no doctrine in healing with me. You
No,
got it healed, I got it healed,
No.
and we gonna come back together healed as a healed couple. But sometimes, man, you gotta get some.
No. It's not like that. But I do, in my perspective, I do feel like I feel like when you practice solitude and you practice being by yourself, you are able to handle certain things without reacting. Yeah. But I feel like if you jump into relationship, how are you getting to know yourself? And I feel like once you know yourself, everything just runs a little bit more smoother because you know yourself.
I agree with that.
I think that the common ground when it comes to relationships is two people knowing themselves and coming together and like forming a world from them knowing themselves. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. Perfect sense.
So I feel like if you don't know yourself, you should not be getting into jumping from relationship to relationship because you're just gonna pick up the other person's habits and that's not you.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Nah, I feel like that's 100% true.
It's just real shit. But then not only that, so we also have social media, and social media has a distorted way of relationships right now. Like I'm coming to a point where I don't even know what anybody's saying anymore when it comes to relationships. It's like you got to touch grass and get in one to actually understand, because what everybody else is saying, I don't know.
Right.
So as far as you know, I told you I wanted to ask you this. Your perspective on when it comes to relationships and just love in general, what does that look like for you? It's a very broad question.
Yeah.
But as far as like how you feel relationships are supposed to be and how love is supposed to work, what does that look like to you?
Well, I feel like a person to answer that will have to be the one to make love or made love works, because I can't really, but that's the thing, man. I feel like that's where, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's kind of where we kind of go wrong at. You feel what I'm saying? Like
putting a perspective on how we feel like.
Yeah, because it's like, it's just, I can't, because if I tell you what love is to me, or if I tell you what love is, because people could say to you and then you can learn it, but if I tell you what love is, literally how people say, what is love? And then we give an answer. I feel like, yeah, we could say, oh, love this, boom, boom, but at the end of the day, no one really know what love is. Because if we did, then I don't feel like the question would be, what is love? I feel like where we go wrong is when we put the perspective on it, when we put our own thing on it. Because I can say something right now and you probably be like, well, no, that ain't love. Because I done got said something to by people and I'm like, that's not love. But that's where we go wrong. And we're never going to be right. It's just who you make it right with, to me. Facts. I feel like you got to just make it right. Because you're like, you have to get on that page, And that's probably a big problem with a lot of people, including myself. I fall probably victim to that,
Damn. Well, I don't got anything else to say about love.
Oh yeah. Love is, if we actually, that's the thing, I don't know.
It's like when you get into the dynamic of people and you get into love, like everybody has their own definition.
That's what I'm
of
saying.
What love is. So it's like love could be this to you,
Right.
but it's not that to me.
That's the thing, and that's so crazy because 1 + 1 supposed to be 2. 1 + 1 don't supposed to be 3 to him and 4 to him and 5 to her and 6 to her. 1 + 1 is 2.
But I think this also goes into people's like upbringing.
I would say that is very true. That is very true. I feel like you are learned to love based on your upbringing. I feel like that's true.
Yeah, so it's like if certain people weren't taught to love the way that you were taught, it's gonna be like that's not love. But what you were taught, that is love. But what the other person was taught.
What if it wasn't even? That's the thing though, because it's a gray line in between there. Because it's like, that's the thing is like, what if nobody was even taught? Because that's the thing. How are we saying we're being taught love if it wasn't love? If it's wrong to someone? You see what I'm saying? How is it we were taught this way to love if the way was wrong? It must not been love.
Damn.
Taught a way of living.
So, okay, so was nobody really taught love if you really think about it?
That's what I'm trying to get at, because I think they confuse it with living and loving.
That's kind of deep.
Saying?
That's really deep though, living and loving.
Living and loving, because y'all know what it is. Love is you living with your sister. That's love. Living is you getting in with a roommate. That's bitch, I'm getting up out of here whenever I feel like this ain't working. Love is, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. That's what I feel love. Or, I don't know. That's the thing, because you love your sister. That's love. But you're not finna get, like, that's the thing. Like, ain't nobody finna love you. Like, you can come across it. You can. You can come across it. But that's the thing. I'm wrong up here talking because we talking about love. It's a bunch of wrong shit. It's just a wrong topic, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That we would never have a question to. And I'm going to stay up here looking stupid talking about love because no one really knows. But when you say, I know I love you, then that person meets the requirements of your heart, I think. It could be your love, but that's when it go wrong. Because then I get to loving you the wrong way 6 years in a relationship, and you like, this ain't love. And it's like, shit, this is what I thought love was. And you like, well, love is this. And then we ask our mama, love is a totally different way. Then our dad think it's a totally different way from our mama because they got their own love going. And it's like, love is what you make it at the point, this motherfucking point.
That really is what it is. Like,
facts, because you got girls that go back to people, that go back to dudes that beat on them and, you know what I'm saying, cheat on them and like, and that's love to them. Then you got girls and you got men that be like, yo, I don't do this, I don't do that because I love my girl. So that's what I mean. That's just a whole little toss up. And I really don't want to be up here sounding stupid talking about this shit.
No, but the crazy thing is you're not Champagne. You would agree if we were talking.
Bro, am I sounding stupid, Champagne,
no.
bro?
If Champagne,
because it's a wrong topic and it's like I can't answer nothing right. It's like it's just a wrong topic.
No, but I will tell you this. If Champagne is actually looking at the screen, that means he's interested and that means it's a good thing. Okay,
yeah, because I can get that from him.
Yeah,
when we walked in, he was on his phone. Like, he didn't even look to see who was walking past. He like,
no, yeah, if Champagne is actually looking at the, like, if they looking at the screen, it's a hit. It's a vibe. It's one of them ones. But if not, next question.
Yeah, I feel that. But like we say, we saying all this to say, y'all, that 1 + 1 supposed to equal 2. I know we different people. I know all of that. But we talking about one thing. We talking about love that's supposed to be. What can I say? What is love is supposed to be something that's just so like everybody's supposed to know love. Everybody in the world supposed to know love.
But you know, sorry, it's the hall.
Kids?
Yes, kids. It's kids. You're on the porch.
Oh yeah, we good, man. Hey,
now
okay.
we're gonna take it back to the artistry assignment. You just dropped that. So let's talk about it. And I do want to know the inspiration behind assignment. Is this Armoni?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's for sure Armoni. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Assignment came about. See, that's what I mean. That's our money for you. Just came about, like turned on a beat. I'm just like, whoa, this make me want to get in a bag or two. No, I'm bullshit. But I'm like, yo, this make me want to get in the bag, bro. Like, I want to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my couple, the first 4 singles was the phase 1, that was Armond, and we got, you know, the phase 2, which is now we kicking into the summer. I think that everyone, of course, my supporters, but I feel like people is seeing just the transition from the music, yeah, just just a transition. They can see, I feel like they can see the difference between Armoni and Armon.
Yeah. And I know your single, I Caught You, was #1 on Apple Music.
Yeah.
I saw that thing was above Sisters, I Hate You, so that was crazy. So let's talk about that one right there.
Strictly the supporters. Nothing to do with me at all. It was my supporters. They do all of that. Literally, I watch them. They get in their little group chats and be like, yeah, we going #1. I'd be like, yo, thank you, Jesus, for a great support system. Man. But no, I couldn't even take no type of, accolades for that. I feel like that's strictly my supporters, man. Like, I don't think people understand the little cult that I got. You know what I'm saying?
You got a cult fan base.
Yeah, man. Like, I feel like we growing, but I feel like my support system, man, like, that's really big to me. I think I woke up yesterday like, yo, I love my supporters. This for everything. I get the magazine, they lit. I ain't gonna lie.
How important do you feel it is to show love back to people that support you and like your fans?
I feel like it's a lost art. Like, coming up, you had, shit, man, I remember everybody. You had Chris Brown was every, couple months he was at a radio station and they let the girls come in. His support system come in. I feel like that's what these artists, the big crazy artists have today. I feel like they have that type of support system that no matter what, they're there to support. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's a lost art, and I kind of want to, I think, who is it, Justin Bieber? Don't he follow like 1 million of his supporters back on Twitter? That's fire. Like, he follow 1 million of his supporters. But that's what you do. When someone supports you, you support them back. Or, you know what I'm saying? I also see that's the type of person I want to be. You know what I mean? Because, it's just a lost art. You know what I'm saying? They got it's a lost art.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like people can get a little bit too big-headed to where they leave
and
out
I ain't
the
really want to get into that,
Yeah.
but it's like, that's what it is.
It is, and I feel like they kind of forget about the fans who are the reason why they are where they are right now. And so I think, you bring that back, it's going to be important.
You got to, man. You got to, man. You got to. Because, that's who really putting us here. I mean, I can't stream my song 1 million times. It's not possible unless I'm cheating. That's a different topic because some of these people be cheating. I know they're taking their streams, getting that from machines. Nah, I was like, what they call it, say? Nah, man, but you gotta show love to your supporters. I'm big on that. They got me here, for sure.
What is it that you want people to know about you as an artist?
I would want people to know what would I want people to know about me as an artist? Great question. That I am very, 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 very particular and hardworking. I vlog, so I kind of think my supporters know. But for other people who don't know, I just feel like, I'm a particular artist. I'm like real hands-on. I'm a little picky. Like it gotta be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm finna come out with a country album.
Oh, wow. Okay, so.
Got it? No, I cut out a country album.
Are you really? Because I was going to say,
No,
let's
I'm
dive into why. But have you ever took the time to listen to country songs, though?
Yeah, one of my partners.
They be telling them stories.
Yeah, one of my partners, Breland, he actually do, shout out to Breland, he actually do country music. He made the Don't Touch My Truck song. They was laughing at him when he made it and ended up blowing up.
That shit was a hit.
So yeah, country is fire, man. It's fire. Let's do some country songs, country artists. I know some too, but I'm gonna call them out later on.
Now you dropped the games back in April. So with that single, what would you say was like the overall inspiration for that?
That's our swiggity. It's in the middle of Armond and Armoni, you feel me?
Okay.
But nah, that's that record was just, I felt the record. I feel like that kind of, you know, speaks to who I am. Just as a man, yeah, man. Fuck them games, you my girl. If you want love, I'll bring it to you. They won't do you like I do you. Found my queen, I won't lose you. It's just, that's just like kingmanship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it just fit.
So for you now, what would you say are like some goals you really want to hit with your artistry?
I wanna, of course, plaques, man. Forever is approaching gold. I see it. I'm watching y'all. But yeah, man, plaques. You know, more shows. Like I said, I just had my first show. Shout out New York, my supporters in New York. I love y'all. Came out, went stupid. But yeah, more shows, man. Sell out these shows, get a tour going. Little shit like that.
Tour?
I mean, not little shit like that, damn, I'm tripping.
Yeah, you said little.
Yeah, I'm
Not
tripping.
little.
Nah, but yeah, tours, get some plaques, you know, stay consistent, some streams up. Just become the best Armond I can be, you know what I'm saying, in the music.
All right, and before we wrap up, is there anything else you want to touch on?
Pause. But
We can pause it.
she don't even understand. But nah, man, there's nothing else I want to touch on, but I do want to touch on this. Make sure you go stream Assignment, my single. It is out everywhere. You can purchase it on iTunes. We debuted at #2. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. To my supporters, I love y'all. Make sure y'all tap in. I'm probably gonna drop another single. And no, y'all pick the date in the comments. On. Oh yeah, them Travis Scotts too. Don't do that.
I know why she like it. She gon' let me turn around and strike it. Scratching at my back when I'm inside it.